What is up, everybody? It's Zilla. Thanks for tuning in. I want to talk about the big recent announcement from Microsoft and 343 Industries that Halo the Master Chief Collection will be coming to PC. So that means Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4, and Halo Reach are coming to PC, and that's a really big deal. It's a big deal for me personally. It's a big deal for the overall Halo community. It's a big deal for the PC gaming world. It's just huge, and it says a lot about Microsoft's mentality and their considerations moving forward. When it comes to as we sort of get closer to the next generation and things like that. So, a while back, when Halo Infinite was announced and the new trailer dropped at last year's E3, I made a video reaction, and in that video I said I was concerned a little bit about Halo Infinite's release date. It's hard to predict, but I don't think it's coming out anytime before holiday 2020, and I think that's actually being pretty generous. It's possible it won't come out until holiday 2021, or even later than that, maybe even 2022. So we don't really know, and since then 343 has even come out and they've said that it's taking them a little bit longer because they're creating a whole new engine for the game, and that's great. Honestly, they should take as long as they need, and I'm not really complaining about that. However, the typical Halo life cycle for a game is about 2 to 3 years, and Halo 5 is already in its 4th year right now. It's been out for a while, and Halo Master Chief Collection on Xbox is in its 5th year. So about 4 years and some change. So it's pushing it a little bit, and I figured that that 343 would have to do something big to hold off the community while we wait for the new huge release with Infinite. So it looks like their plan is to release MCC on PC, and that's great for a couple reasons. A lot of Halo players, like myself included, have switched over to PC since Halo's been out. Halo's been out for a long time now. Almost 20 years or something like that. So a lot of players have gotten older and they sort of have the income to sustain moving over to PC. Some Halo players were already PC gamers, so they were playing other games on PC, but then going back to Xbox and playing Halo. And some Halo fans are aspiring PC gamers. Maybe one day they want to play on PC. And now this sort of gives everybody an opportunity to experience the Halo franchise on PC without needing an Xbox. So that means things like more precise control, mouse and keyboard, more customization with the settings, field of view, max resolution, higher frame rates, most likely, anti-aliasing. It really opens the door for a much more sophisticated gaming experience, one that Halo hasn't officially had in ever, really, or in a long time, because Halo 1 and 2 did release on PC, but it hasn't really been a priority for Microsoft, so this is very exciting. Also, we know there's a huge section of the Halo population that wants a official Halo release on PC in the modern era because of the whole El Dorito situation. And to explain El Dorito, it's a little bit complicated, but a while back, a few years back, before Halo 5 was released, 343 and Microsoft worked with a company called Saber Interactive, and they created a modded version of Halo 3 that included assets from Halo 4 and Halo Reach, and they jumbled it all together into this one multiplayer-only game. I think it was also free to play, called Halo Online, and it released only in Russia, I think, something like that, and it was really buggy, and It had some new maps and things like that, and some interesting new features, but eventually it was discontinued. Microsoft decided to get rid of it. But a team of dedicated independent developers called the El Dorito team took it upon themselves to keep updating it, and they continued to release versions, they continued to distribute it under the radar, and eventually they came out with a really polished version called, I think it was 0.6, version 0.6. So they released a really cool video for it, and it really got a lot of hype. It made a lot of waves in the community. I played it. It was very fun. I think you could still play it. And it got so popular that Microsoft eventually caught wind of it, and they shut it down, which is pretty typical in situations like that. However, even though they shut it down, they did acknowledge the hard work of the El Dorito team, and they acknowledged the response from the community. And they saw for themselves firsthand how the community would react to a PC release. There's also fan games that are in development and that have come out, like Installation 01, Project Contingency, things like that. So Microsoft has had an opportunity to see that there is a hunger in the community for a PC version of Halo. Now, I'm only speculating, but I believe that the El Dorito situation forced Microsoft's hand a little bit. I believe that they saw what the response was, and they took it upon themselves to sort of capitalize on what they saw. I don't believe that Microsoft planned to do this. I think they saw what happened with El Dorito and Installation 01 and things like that, and they're responding to that, which is a really good sign on the part of Microsoft, because that means that they're willing to pivot, they're willing to listen to the community, and they're willing to give the players what they want, which is positive for everybody. One of the other big possibilities with MCC coming to PC is that crossplay is now on the table, which would be really, really big for the Halo community overall, because multiplayer is really what pushes the series forward. So being able to have both communities be able to combine into one super community, that's something that would be excellent. And we see that play out now with games like Rocket League, we see that with Fortnite. So it's something that's on the table, and who better than Microsoft themselves to combine PC and Xbox under the umbrella of Halo. One thing I'm seeing too is that a lot of Xbox gamers are coming out and they're not happy because they see Halo as being an Xbox only thing, and now it's losing its exclusivity and things like that, and we don't want to have these PC gamers in our game. But this is really there's really no negatives for Xbox gamers, because first of all, Xbox gets an official re-release of Reach, possibly with some improvements, so that's good. And then to add to that, this isn't gonna take away from the Xbox population, not in any meaningful way, at least, because if you want to play Xbox, all the players that wanted to play Xbox are still gonna have the ability to play Xbox. It's not like they're canceling MCC on Xbox and then re-releasing it on PC. They're going to coexist at the same time, and 343 has come out and said they're dedicated to pushing the experience forward on Xbox. So there's really no need for the division in the community, and I hope that moving forward there isn't a sense of tribalism within the community. This is something that's good for everybody. And to add to that, there's lots of potential now for esports and content creation, because this sort of opens up a whole new generation now of pros that can come to PC. These are pros that are already on PC, that play different games, that could have an opportunity to compete. There's a whole new generation of young guys coming up that haven't competed yet, that now can enter in the PC realm, so it's very exciting. And for content creation, this could be big. Ninja could come back to Halo momentarily. Guys like Shroud can come in now and really get a lot of eyeballs on the series and make Halo a very viable product in the modern age of the Fortnites and the Apex Legends and things like that. So there's lots of potential there. Now, I don't want to say this is bad news, but there are some things that we need to consider before we just go crazy here. First of all, we don't have any clear release dates. So 343 has come out and they said that Reach is coming out later this year, and they're going to stagger the releases of the games and release them one by one instead of all together. And I'm not sure that I like that. I wish that they were releasing them all together. And to me, that lets me know a couple things. First, that lets me know that they haven't been working on this. That lets me know that they haven't been working on it for a long period of time, at least. They've probably been working on it in the last year, because all the games aren't done yet. And that also tells me that Halo Infinite is not coming out for a long time, because if they've come out and said that Reach is coming out this year in 2019, that means the other games won't be coming out until next year. And I doubt that they would be releasing the MCC games so close to Halo Infinite, because that has the potential to kind of splinter the community a little bit, sort of take away from the sales of the newer games. So I really think that we're not going to get Halo Infinite until 2021, 2022, maybe. And that kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. They also said that for Halo Reach, they're releasing the multiplayer for free, but the firefight mode and campaign will not be free. They will have a price, and we don't know what those prices are. And it makes me wonder, are they going to do that for every game in the series? Is it going to be, they're going to release Halo 1 multiplayer for free, and then the campaign is going to be paid, and Halo 2 multiplayer for free, you know, etc., etc. To me, that's kind of weird, and I'm not sure if I like that either. It's getting kind of complicated. And is there going to be a gap? Like, is the multiplayer going to come out first, and then there's going to be some time? And, you know, what are the prices going to be? Is there going to be a discount if you've already purchased MCC on Xbox? That'd be nice, but we're not sure about that yet. They haven't really revealed those details. Also, we don't know if the versions will be total remasters or not, or if they'll just be one-to-one ports. For instance, Halo 3, is that going to be 30 frames per second? Is it going to have a max resolution of 1080? You know, we don't know. I'd like to see that upgraded to 60 frames per second. I would like to see some better anti-aliasing and things like that. I would love to get Halo 3 in 4K. That'd be great, but we don't know if those things will be possible yet. They haven't really come out and said what sort of new features are going to come with that. And yeah, like, we don't even know when we're going to get Halo 3. Like, Halo 3 might not come out until later 2020, and this MCC staggered release could be a part of their holiday release cadence. So we don't really know how they're going to really handle these releases and how they're going to handle pricing. So I would keep my eyes peeled for that. And also, I have to say this, we don't, you know, 343 has made big announcements in the past, and they've set really high expectations for themselves, and they haven't lived up. They've done this before, and we've been disappointed as a community, and we've seen what that can do. So we have to really be realistic about, you know, how all this is going to work out. I'm trying to be as realistic as possible. I'm very excited, but we should, you know, kind of temper those expectations. At the same time, though, the ball's in 343's court. You know, they've made this announcement and they've set the expectations to be what they are, so it's up to them to live up to those. You know, and I think they can. I'm being positive about it. You know, overall though, it's a huge announcement. It's got the community buzzing. Everyone's on a high right now, and Halo's being talked about in a positive way that it really hasn't seen for a really long time. So I'm very happy about that. For now, we wait until the first pieces of the game come out, and I'll be watching very closely. I'm going to be active, Twitter, the forums and all that. Just trying to see how things go. Going to be playing a lot of Halo on MCC on Xbox to get myself hyped. Very excited. Yeah. It's my reaction. thank you for tuning in. This is Zilla. And I'm out. I'm gonna kill him. Oh, he got me.